Hi, thanks for joining me for part 2 of the review of The Wonder of the Seas. I'll be going into more detail about the stops and sights that we enjoyed during the trip. Sailing was fine, waters were still. I did however catch this from one of the windows at the Windjammer. It looked like a waterspout. Fascinating to watch. We had no problem sleeping at night. The ship was relatively stable. It was pitch dark at night time, which was quite helpful as well. The first port of call was Palma in Spain. Once we disembarked, there were very long queues to get into town. We had to wait for a cab to get into town. It cost less than 20 euros. Luckily, we were able to share a cab with some lovely Spanish people, one of which was a lawyer. We had quite a lovely conversation all the way into town. Once we got to town, we walked around quite a bit, took lots of pictures, enjoyed the scenes. We had a coffee, just enjoyed being in Palma. Then we headed off back to the ship because we didn't have a lot of time at that particular port. The next port was Marseille, nice quiet little town. We walked through the streets of the North African Quarter. We shared a table with an English couple at a lovely corner cafe. They told us all about the town we were in. We enjoyed our drink, had a lovely chat, enjoyed looking around in the shops. I bought some olive oil. We took loads of pictures in the corner streets. Then we caught a cab back to the ship. Italy was an experience. Started off really well. Once we got to the port, we disembarked. We walked direct to the town, which was very close by. Got to the station, past loads of beautiful palm trees. The plan was actually to go to Florence and then Pisa. However, we didn't set off early, we set off quite late. And by the time we got to the station, there was pure chaos. So there were loads of people there to help, but in the usual tourist fashion, we all converged on the 2 ticket machines at the entrance of the station. Mind you, there were a few more ticket machines at other parts of the station, but we just did what all tourists did. We just converged on the 2 that we first saw because everybody else was doing that, so we did that as well. So needless to say, it was complete pandemonium. To complete the purchase of the ticket, you have to give your date of birth, your full name, and then the emails will be sent to you electronically, so they need your email address. So we spent about 40 minutes in line queuing for the machine. In the end, I just bought the tickets online because there is an online portal that you can use, and then they automatically send you the tickets via email. In the end, we just decided that we would do Pisa, visit the Leaning Tower because we kind of ran out of time. The ship offered excursions, and I think if you really want to make the most of your time, it'd be best to just take the excursion because they take you to all the sites and you get to see everything, and you get the full benefit of being there. For us, we took the train to Pisa, and from Pisa we took a cab to the tower complex. We took all the mandatory pictures, walked around a bit. It was really hot and there was little shade. Then we just headed back to the station and just retraced our steps back to the ship. So the next day we'd learned our lessons, so we were more prepared for the next Italian port. We got up early, joined the free transportation to the town, bought our tickets at the station, and off to Rome we went. This station was better organised, so there were personnel issuing tickets, so that was really helpful. We decided to see 3 main sites, which were the amphitheatre, the Trevi Fountain, and the Vatican. Of course, in Italy, you do have to try the spaghetti and the ice cream. There's not much point coming all the way here if you don't do that. The whole of Rome is a museum, so there was lots to see. We didn't get to see the Spanish Steps, or we could have, but we just thought we would see the sites that we wanted to see, then head off back to the ship because we wanted to spend the day, relaxing, resting, and enjoying our time at the solarium because most people had gone sightseeing, so we just took advantage of the quiet time on the ship. So Naples was the main site I wanted to see. I wanted to see Pompeii, the town that got covered by volcanic eruption from Mount Vesuvius. We took one of the cruises excursions for this to get to Pompeii, and we did the rest of the tour on our own. Our guide informed us that Mount Vesuvius was still very active and it was one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world and it was likely to erupt imminently. That didn't fill us with confidence. Anyway, we went to the site. It was a hot day, very little shade, loads of ruins. It was rough, it was uneven. You would definitely benefit from having a guide on this tour because in essence you're walking through a town, a huge town, and if you had a guide they would kind of direct you to the main points of interest. Alternatively, you could just hop onto YouTube and watch documentaries on the site, then figure out what you would like to see. But we enjoyed it. I'll tell you what we enjoyed equally was just outside the main gate were craftsmen and traders selling knickknacks. So obviously you could go there and get your souvenirs, but we noticed that they were also selling lots of pearls and coral, beautiful necklaces, which was fantastic for us. So we just indulged a little bit and bought a few necklaces. Then it was back to the ship and we set sail back to Barcelona. I enjoyed it. I was a little sad that I didn't get to see Florence, but I suppose there will be other opportunities to see Florence. Getting the trains from Italy was a little difficult to figure out, but once you did, it was absolutely fine. I had a fantastic time. I loved cruising and I can't wait to do it again. Well, that's it for this review. If you've enjoyed it, please like and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.